Bobblehead, wiggle that neck. Yes, loosen up that tension. It's tense and tired. Woo, let it out. Bounce, 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 bounce. Yes, isn't that better? Just wiggle it just a little bit. Just come on and wiggle it. You can laugh and sing a little bit while you do it. Wiggle it just a little bit. It's good for you. Movement is so incredibly important. In fact, it's so important, it's required for life. Exercise is good, but it's not required for life. Movement, however, is required for life. So when you're feeling tense and tired and stiff and sore and so exhausted you just want to curl up on the floor, try moving around a little bit instead in little ways. You don't have to put on your clothes and go to the gym or run a marathon or climb a mountain. Just move. And it can be as simple as taking a nice deep breath. Yes? In through the nose, filling up, expanding, opening, allowing out through the mouth, stimulating the relaxation response, emptying, releasing, letting go. Doesn't that feel good? Don't you know? Hello, hello, hello. Happier, healthier humans. I am Wendy S. Wiseman, founder of Happier, Healthier Humans and the Wise Way formula for simple health success. Taming your tension to boost productivity and ease, efficiency, enjoyment with energy for life so that you can do the things you need to do and still have energy for doing the things you love to do, spending time with friends, family, or on fun activities that bring you joy, right? Because we're here to live after all. So are you living in your life or is your life running all over you? The good news is I'm here to help, and there are lots of other coaches accessible in more ways than ever before, anywhere in the world, at any time. So today I'm going to dive a little bit deeper on the wise way, taming your tension the wise way, and why I do that and why it's important and why you should do that too. Excuse me. Yesterday, there was a brief introduction. If you didn't see that video, go ahead and catch that. But for right now, go ahead and put your phone down, stop scrolling, maybe stop looking at the 2,000 tabs you have open and kind of pay a little more attention. If you can't right now, you can come back and watch the video again, okay? So I talked about how modern living takes a toll. I mean, it's really designed to drain us. So you have to be proactive. You have to make your motivation. You have to generate that joy and really radiate the love for yourself and others. But for yourself, as airline attendants tell us, you got to put that oxygen mask on yourself first, because you're not going to be able to help anyone else if you break down, if you fall apart, right? And if you're having these tense, I'm holding my stress, and my head aches again, and my hands are aching on my feet, and my dogs are barking, my back. These are signals to you to change the way you're doing things. We're designed to survive and to stay alive, and hopefully we choose to thrive. But if we don't pay attention to these little signals that are crying out for help, to make sure that they don't interfere with our survival, if we ignore them, throw pills on them or, ointments, or, just shut it off and pretend it's not there, then it's just going to get worse. It's going to fester, just like a wound that you don't clean will get infected and you could lose a limb or lose your life with sepsis, right? So things can get out of control when we don't pay attention to them. My finances, hello. And this is why, we have to stop accepting certain things as status quo, like burnout and overwhelm and fatigue and getting older. Even medical professionals are telling people that pain in their joint or, whatever is just, oh, you're just getting older. Here, take some ibuprofen and, we could clean up that joint if you want at some point, because, that means dollars, cleaning that joint up. Why take preventative care, preventative measures? So, but when you start taming your tension today, you're investing in your health and preventing expenses down the road, painful expenses, ongoing costs and procedures and physician visits and things like this. Not to mention the limitations to life enjoyment that come about as your ability to move is reduced, as your range of motion decreases, as perhaps your functional abilities decline. That's part of what set me on this journey to help others, to help myself become a happier, healthier human. My goal is to be happier and healthier every year after 50, and I'm 5 years into that this year. Yeah, I started in my 40s. I was falling apart. Literally, a lot of people say, oh, I'm falling apart. Yeah, I'm a mess. But no, I was falling apart. My thumb arthritis was so bad I could not fasten my ponytail or my pants. I couldn't braid my hair. I couldn't file my nails. My neuromuscular ability had decreased. I mean, I just couldn't. I'd have to move this hand against the file. It was bewildering. And I realized my knee would give out when I try to stand up. And I'm like, I'm not even 50 yet. I got to do something about this. But, I was working 10 to 12-hour shifts. So going to the gym was out of the question, right? What are you going to do when you're working long shifts like that? Trapped in a cubicle or a vehicle or, without the ability to roam. I'd have to be careful about my hydration and the food that I ate because I couldn't access a bathroom, right? But I chose to make simple changes. Once you get over that hydration hump of having to go to the bathroom all the time, once your body adapts a little more and you learn to time it, you can be very well hydrated, even in those situations where you don't have access. You just have to have awareness and attention to the way you're doing things to support yourself in life, in living. Yeah. Instead of taking my lunch at a fast food restaurant, I would pack my lunch and I would go to a park or go walk by the river, fueling myself in ways more than just shoving food in my face, right? And not eating fake food. Cut the crap. That's one of the key lessons that you'll discover. So with simple steps, is start walking, just start, I started just contracting my abs while I was sitting in the driver's seat. Yeah, just simple contract and relax and contract and isometric holds and finger and wrist exercises, movement. I chose to take a job where I would be moving, pushing wheelchairs and helping other people to stay out of the depression I would have fallen into in a cubicle. So it's the choices we make that make us who we are. It's the things we think about the choices we make or do not make that create our world and our reality. So a lot of my clients, once I started making this change and returned to body work and emerged from the depression with mindful practices and healthy habits, I'd been having the perimenopausal hormonal change symptoms and hot flashes, this, that, and the other. And the doctors were like, here, you could take these pills, these SSRIs. And I was like, no, thank you. I chose to make some healthy lifestyle changes, like cutting out the sugar and the crap I was eating. Well, there went the hot flashes, boop, gone. You know? So what goes in, it creates the environment. And there's a 72-hour cellular cycle. So what you ate 3 days ago could be influencing the mood you're having today, but you don't realize that because we're so short-sighted. We're like here, and we're being steered by people that are paid large amounts of money to distract us with social media and this shiny object and this thing that we must have, right? So you really have to be proactive in defending yourself against all of this static and distraction that surrounds us in the modern world and how it's designed to sit. Please have a seat, take a seat, sit down, relax, just calm down. How much does that calm down somebody that's angry? Everything we do is kind of down and forward, hunched forward, and it's important to open up. Take some time to just scan your body and see how your posture is, how you're sitting, how your wrist angle or your shoulder angle or your neck angle or your hips or your spine. Just take a scan. No judgment, just some observation. Just take a look, see what's going on. Smile, take another deep breath. There. Smiling and uplifting with breath after tuning in made you a brand new person. It's that simple. Healthy doesn't have to be complicated. So as I was saying, after I started to emerge from my funk and return to body work and to help my clients integrate the healthy changes, because, just coming to a professional over and over and over again and not getting lasting results because you're not changing the way you're living your life. So I became a certified health coach and behavior change specialist to help myself and others through these changes, because change is hard. And you can do it alone, but it goes a lot more easier, smoother, simpler. Your chances of success are better with support, right? Whether that's a buddy that you're doing it with, or a coach, a mentor, trainings, all of the above, dogs, support dogs. And then I designed, from my own experience, I put together the formula of simple steps. It's a simple formula. M3 plus A3 equals H3. H3 being happier, healthier humans, you and me. Yes, we. Together, we create a better world as we become happier, healthier humans. The M3 foundations are move, meal, and mind. All three of those have to be somewhat balanced. It's always a balancing act. We're dynamic in living and in being. So there is no static balance, but there's always those fine little adjustments your body's making right now to sit up or stand up or whatever you're doing. Hold your head up, micro movements, micro little adjustments to keep that balance. Then the 3 phases of attention, which is awareness directed into action, with the second phase, activation. Wake it up. That's part of what that squeeze and release is about. And the wiggle. Wake it up. Get that information going, taking it into action, making it happen. And then, of course, the third phase is adaptation, which is how do we make it fit our crazy schedules, our hectic modern lives, right? How do we get to the gym if that's what we want to go do? How do we move more when we have to be at our desk for all these hours? Well, I'm here to show you how you can use simple little strategies to get more movement in your day, because that's the way. You have to move more in more ways. And the better you move, the better your exercise is for you when you exercise. But the way you move could make your exercise detrimental. I know I'm throwing a lot at you here. That's why we're going to do the 21-day challenge. And each week we'll go through the foundations and the 3 phases for that foundation. Okay. So let me pull this up here real quick before I wrap this up for the day and show you here in the T3 community, t3.tamingyourtension.com. You can click the TYT 3x3 screen, and 3x3 TYT is, of course, taming your tension so that you move better and feel better to live well. So we'll have a preparation. You got to prepare, take aim, and get going. And then week 1 for the Move Foundation, we'll be doing some body scanning. I changed that. So some micro moves and then some movement snacks. That's how you integrate getting more movement into your day, even if you have to be at your computer for hours on end, right? And then week 2, we'll do the meal with knowing what you're eating, just observing, tracking, and then we'll get real. You got to get real, folks. And then we'll focus on break fast, overnight fasting. You've got to put some space into that grazing, that endless snack and graze that we have in modern life. There's got to be some space for your system to reset. That's the importance of sleep as well. So the 3rd week, we'll tune in, we'll do some thought taming, and we'll enjoy. And then we'll keep going. Yes, it'll be a grand time. It will be all kinds of fun. And I do hope that you will join us. Join me tomorrow for more, a recap on all this, a little bit more details about it, and the sign up page. And Mr. Max is here to say hello, send us off. Come on and say goodbye to everyone. There he is. Make it a great day, the wise way, and I'll see you soon.